Good afternoon, guys. It is the afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock now. As you can see over my shoulder, I'm down rather rainy at the moment, River Wye. Having a few showers today. I've just come down to the afternoon and evening to do a little bit of trotting. Going to this stretch here. It's on one of my club books. Looks fantastic along here. As I say, I'm just sheltering from the rain under the trees at the moment. But yeah, come to do a little bit of trotting. So without further ado, I think we'll grab the gear out and I'll run you through what I'm using. So my first trip down the Wye this year, certainly not the last. I've got with me today my Daiwa Tournament Pro. Give this a run out, 15 foot. We'll give this a run out today, doing a bit of trotting along here. There's a nice run on the other side. I've got my waders on so I can wade out, get across to that run. Got on there my Abu Garcia 506 Mark II closed face reel as well. I've got mainline, I've got Reflo power in 021. I'm going to use 019 Fluorocarbon Hooklinks. And that's it, Drake. Stick float, as you can see, with a big bulbous top, dome top, so we can see it nice and easily. We can run it down as far as we like, really. Bait wise, I've got all sorts of everything, really. Mainstay of the feed is going to be pellets. We get the pellets in very regularly. I've got some hemp with me as well, just some regular hemp. I've got some maggots, got some worms, and my mainstay, which is going to be my go-to bait, which is luncheon meat. I love trotting luncheon meat. Just on a size 10 Drennan wide Gape hook. I think that's probably enough talk, isn't it? We need to get fishing, don't we? Yeah, I'm going to get some feed in here, do a bit of feeding for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll get fishing. So guys, here we are in the river. I'm only about knee deep, to be honest, but I'm a little bit concerned. Means it's fairly warm. I'm a bit concerned about getting mowed down by a canoe, and sort of less concerned about myself, more concerned about you guys in that camera getting mowed down. So I'm not going out too far. So really is no need for them to go round the back of me. That's kind of my thinking. All right. I guess that was a salmon. There's clearly a few fish here. Now, I've never fished this place before, this stretch at all, so I know absolutely nothing about it. Let's try, shall we? No time like the present. And so I have no idea what's going to happen. Hopefully we'll catch some fish. It keeps raining, but never mind. We'll run this through. We'll keep getting deeper and deeper until we're dragging bottom. Cool, there's a lot of fish splashing about the place. Something going crazy over there. I don't know what that is. Something absolutely nuts over there. Be a salmon chasing some small fish or something. Just bumped into one of the guys actually fishing here today. A guy called Andrew. Or again, Andrew. He's fishing with his mate. I didn't get his mate's name. They've had a few barbel out, so they're also fishing stick float tactics. So hopefully I can join the club. I'm going to try this run here. When it gets just below that tree there, it does shallow up a little bit. And then there's another run below it. So we'll try here for perhaps a couple of hours. And then we'll go down below there if we're not doing any good. We'll just see what we can do in here first. Get a feel for this particular little stretch, little run. We can run down to that tree quite comfortably. And that seemed like a bite, although I didn't connect. We'll deepen up a little bit. There we go. Hook out the flipping landing net. Yeah, a couple of times it's gone down there, and it does seem like a bite. It doesn't seem like the bottom. We'll find out, won't we? Shortly, hopefully. Gone a little bit deeper because we're running through okay. I'd like to just drag bottom, really. That'd be ideal. It'd be better if I could go a little bit further out in the current as well, really, out in the water, but it does deepen off quite quickly, so I wouldn't get too much further out anyway. There we go. Didn't take long, did it? Blimey. What's this? The line is singing in the current. I thought I'd had a couple of bites down there. I think this must be a barbel. It's really holding bottom. Either that or it's Barnet Chub. It's kind of given up now. Perhaps it is a chub. Well, that's fantastic. Whenever it is a chub. The chub usually feel like barbel first off, and then they tend to give up, don't they? Come on, in you come. Well, that's a clonking great chub to start off with. Third run through. Fantastic. That's awesome. God, that's a big one. Stick the rod in there. We'll have a look at him. Looked himself in the net. Fantastic. Well, that's about that. Third run through. Wonderful stuff. That's absolutely fantastic. Right, we'll get him straight back. Get the net, hook out of the net. Get him straight back in. Go on, chap, back you go. Oh, I'm already made up. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to be fishing 5 minutes. Well, I couldn't have imagined a better start than that, really. If you can hear girls' voices, there's a few girls having their lunch next to me on the beach. Just around there, as you can probably see. So that's what the giggling is, if you can hear it. But wow, well, that was brilliant. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Yeah, it's gone through that time, so it was clearly bites. The previous 2 runs through, probably the same chub. Got away with it twice. Lovely long trot down here as well. You can trot 30, 40, 50 metres if I want. Oh, there was a little knock. May well have had the bait. Right. Continue feeding. Now, I've got a mixture of pellets in here. I've got all sorts of everything. Different sizes from 6mm to 2mm. We're going to keep them going in. Now, I can fish pellet on the hook if I fancy it, of course. But I tend to prefer to fish meat, to be honest. It's much more visible. There's a bit of colour to the water, actually. It's not got a horrid algae bloom or anything, but there is a bit of colour to it. Aye, aye. Someone's at home. Now I'm going to steer away from the naturals, I think, because I don't want to be catching dace, minnows, and even salmon. So I think I'm going to steer clear of the maggots and worms, unless I'm really struggling. Oh, a little dip. Ah, missed it. Well, we are getting some bites. Cool. Did look, I actually looked on Google Earth at this stretch, and you could see that it was very beachy on this side, and you could just see the dark gully on the other side. And I just thought that looks absolutely prime. Now what I've actually done, if I feel I'm a bit outgunned with this 506 reel, if I feel a bit outgunned, what I've done is I've brought my 507 with me as well, which is basically a bigger version of this. But the problem with being a bigger version is that this thing weighs 270 grams, I think. The 507 weighs 400 grams. So it's a lot heavier. So I don't particularly want to stand there here holding it all the time if I don't have to. And I've landed plenty of barbel on this thing before, so I'm sure we'll be all right. Doesn't seem like we've got too many snags in front of us. Getting lots of bites. Two trots out of a piece of meat as well. There we go. This is another chub, I think. Feel those head shakes. Wow. Yeah, another chub. Just saw him. Wonderful stuff. Seems plenty of chub in here, judging by the amount of bites I'm getting. It's not particularly big either. I got wrapped up in the line. Come on, here you come. There we go. Oh, it's got a line wrapped around his pec. Thought he was coming in a bit funny. There we are. How's about that? Fantastic stuff. Oh, what a session. What a session it is already. Just need Mr. Barbel to join the party and we'll be absolutely laughing. Oh, he's gone. Straight between my legs. Right, well, I got the rod out of the way. Let's do a bit of feeding. Just keep these pellets going in. As I say, I've got everything in here really. Some cheesy garlic ones. I've got the krill. I've got some other krill ones. I've even got some small manila ones in here. Just want to keep changing it up. There's even some broken bits of hotfish GLM boilie in here. A couple of freebies in. Lunch and meat won't hit the bottom till it gets to Monmouth, but not a very good free offering. It's far too buoyant. Oh, here comes again. How many times do you have to chew it before you realise it's not food? There we go. That's not the bottom. So it was fish. Taking it there. Now this is just holding. No. A few head shakes. Another chub, I think. Oh, we're certainly on the chub. Just plodding. Yeah. Another chub. I've got my rather large unwieldy landing net because we made contact some barbel. It's not great standing in the river using, but certainly do the job. God, this is absolutely wonderful. How's about that? Another beautiful chub. Fab. Right. Right, wanted that. Off you go. There we are. Right. 3 chub in a, I don't know, we've been fishing about 20 minutes. Awesome. Right, wonder if we'll get a barbel today. Not exactly barbel weather, is it? Although, like I say, Andrew above me and his mate have had some. Fingers crossed. There we go. Same place every time. It feels a better fish. The line is singing already. Oh, blimey. This is definitely a better fish. Could this be a barbel? It's just hanging there. Just hanging in the current. I'm not sure, it's kind of given up now. I think he's a chub. Or is it? I'm sure you can hear that line whistling. It's a chub, it's a nice one. I think it is a chub. I've not seen it yet. It is a chub. Oh, it's a proper one. God, another stonking great chub. Wow. God, look at the size of that. I just coughed off a couple of pellets. That is getting on 5 pound, that is. Having weighed one the other day, as you'll have seen in a previous video. In fact, it probably is £5 looking at it. Yeah, it's absolute tank. That's £5 all day long. Look at the size of that. What a fish. God. No wonder he was hanging on. Back you go, chap. Whew. I think that's probably my my YPB. I'm starting to wish I'd bought me other landing net. This one's a bit of a pain, to say the least. Oh, my float's gone. There you go. I was just talking to Andrew and he's just running off. He said his kettle's boiling. And I said my float's disappeared. Oh, this is crazy fishing. Oh, it's come right in, this one. It's kited right in behind me. Right into the shallows. I don't know what it thinks it's going to do over there. Another chub, of course. I'm smashing it on the chub today. It's not a big one. I think we might lift this one out. I think we'll lift this one out. A bit cavalier, and it's a bit tricky with a 15-foot rod, but we might get him. There we go, got him. It's about that. Oh my goodness me. What a session. What a stretch. Wonderful. Nearly dropped him. Come on. There we go. Back you go, chap. So guys, I think I pretty much touched on the gear, but I do get asked fairly often exactly how I do things. This is my pretty much go-to trotting gear on the Y. I'm no great expert, but what I've done is very, very simple. I've got, let's say, a Drake dome top stick float there. This is 4 gram 5 AAA. So all I've done is put on there 4 gram Olivette, and it's between a couple of big Grippa stops there, so I can move it up and down the line if I want, but I've got it down right against the Hooklength quick chain swivel there, which is matrix one. Just under that little bit of rubber there's a little crook, and you just push that bit of rubber up, unhook your hook link, put a new one on. Easy to change, and I've just got my home tied Hooklinks there. Just got a figure of 8 loop at the top, and as I said, size 10 Drennan wide gape specialist on the bottom, and it's as simple as that. I prefer using Olivettes when I'm down here because obviously you're likely to catch barbel, and I'm not a great fan of putting shot on the line when I'm fishing for larger fish, and that's the reason for that. So let's see what we can catch. To be honest, it's been brilliant already. I could happily go home now. We've only been fishing in about 25 minutes. This is absolutely unbelievable. There we go. Just dropped under a couple of times, and what's this? This is keeping very low. Again, another big chub, I think. No head shakes yet. Just trundling off upstream. There's a head shake. And another one. Whee! Just kiting. Just a chub. Well, it's definitely a chub swim. Another nice fish. Got him in the top lip. What about that? Fab. Wonderful. Unhooked and straight back. Cool. This is fabulous. I'm enjoying myself rather, can you tell? I'm sure if we keep this feed going in, we're going to connect with the barbel sooner or later. Even if you do have to wait till later. There we go. There's an immense number of chub in this swim. I think it may just be a case of wading past the chub to get to the barbel. I think this is a chub anyway. A funny coloured one. Might be a little barbel. It is a little barbel. I thought it was being a bit weird. A little barbel. Saw the colours and I just thought that doesn't look right for a chub. Oh, look at him. What a beautiful little barbel. He's going absolutely crazy. Come on, you. Come on. Got him. Fab. How's about that? There we are. How's about that? Perfect. Perfect little barbel. Back you go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful. Great to see small ones as well. I mean, everyone likes catching big fish, don't they? But it's great to see small fish in the river. You know, clearly they're the mature fish are breeding and the small fish are surviving. These days of extraction and pollution and predation. Just up the bank actually saw a huge great pike's head, like skull, and half a fish down there. There's clearly otters around, but there's otters around everywhere, isn't there, these days? Oh, there we go. This is not a small fish. I think we may be connected to our first barbel. Our first big barbel. Decent sized barbel, or perhaps not. I think I might be talking rubbish actually. It's suddenly turned into a chub. If it is a chub, it's a decent one. It's coming in the shallows again. Yeah, I think it is a chub. I think we had a barbel on them for a minute. Haven't had any head shakes yet though. So who knows? It is a chub. Cool, it's another proper one. Cool, lovely dark fish. He's off. He's off. One look at me and he's gone. Cool. Blimey. If I hadn't seen it, I would think it was a barbel. It's not a cross between a chub and a barbel, is it? He's not even that big. Oh, he's a lovely fish, don't get me wrong, but yeah. And he's very feisty, so I think we'll net him. Been hissed at by a swan. I love swans, the way they come right by you, then hiss at you. There we go. That's a bit safer, isn't it, doing that? Right, let's try and have a look at him. Being attacked by my rod. There we are. Right. How's about that? Lovely stuff. There we go. God, that went shooting off. Saw the float disappear under and shoot off downstream under the water. Not particularly big. Cool. Plodding around. Another little barbel. I've seen it properly yet. I think it is, the way it's whizzing around beneath my feet. Yeah, it is. It's another little one, or is it the same little one? We seem to be in the nursery. We're in the nursery swim. Come on. Come on. God. Full of muscle. Bit bigger than the last one, I think. Tiny bit. Although I can't really remember. Just losing track, catching so many fish. It's just crazy. It's spend a couple of minutes putting a bit of feed in, I think. It's very tricky feeding with a rod in your hand. But it won't do any harm just to rest the swim for 5 minutes and feed it up. So I rested the swim up a little bit. Thought perhaps give it another half an hour or so in here. It's about 4:30 now. Yeah, perhaps another half an hour or so in here before we move off downstream. I'm going to perhaps move off and have a little go under that tree you see over there. And then just a little bit below that there's a nice little run as well. There's sort of the water sort of channeled into the middle of the river. So it might be worth having a go there as well. But we'll stick it out here for a bit. I'm sure there's more fish in this run than we've caught. Go a bit deeper. Let's see if we can drag bottom a little bit. Float's going to go under, obviously. But just wondering if we can drag along the bottom and perhaps contact some barbel. Well, that worked straight away. Let's see what this is. Well, it feels a reasonable fish. It's a chub, judging by the head knocks. Just going deeper, it's just immediately connected with something much better. Just 6 inches deeper. Is this a barbel? It's staying very, very low. Could well be a barbel. And we did get a couple of head shakes, which tells me it's a chub. I think it's coming in a bit too easy to be a barbel. Yeah, another head shake. That's a nice fish, whatever it is. Yeah, he's giving up a bit now. I think it probably is a chub. Yeah, it is. Cracker. Another lovely chub. I say, just gone a little bit deeper. Only maybe 6 inches. Well, it may be a coincidence, of course, but beautiful brassy flanks. Again, he's all wrapped up in the line. Oh, what a fish. Beautiful. Well, another absolute lump. Wonderful stuff. This is absolutely fantastic. Perhaps resting at the swim has done it a bit of good. Back he goes. So guys, just on a move. The guys who are in here have just leaving. Told me to get on in here and that they've done really well. So it's just starting to rain, which is great. Well, I'm going to give it a little go. Just for maybe half an hour or an hour at the end of the day. See what we can do. Oh, I found the rod pull in the hand. Oh. There we go. What's this? Blimey. Something hanging there in the current. I think it's a chub. It's coming out far too easy to be a barbel, I think. God blimey. Maybe not. Cool, blimey. I'm pulling in this slow. I'm sure it's a chub. God, this is a chub as well. Lovely chub. God, it'll be fun landing it in this fast water. Get him upstream, I think, and try and lead him down into the net. Certainly chub day today. There we go. Lovely stuff. There's about that. Oh dear, melting everywhere. Clearly a male fish. Right, let's get him unhooked. That's another one. I think it is anyway. Blimey, I'm losing my landing net. Gonna need that in a minute. It's just collapsed. Yeah. Shake of the head. This tells me it's a chub. God, feels a good one. God, queuing up in here for this meat. I'm just hoping I can I can get him in before my landing net decides it's going off down to Ross. Right. Oh, fab. That's a lovely fish. Wonderful stuff. Another clonking great chub. Wow. God, I've been on the chub today. Look at that. Look at that absolutely wonderful fish. It's just nice. I can just check that float through here. Just keep it going at sensible speed. Just check it back. Just run it through that slightly deeper water there. There we go. What's this? Small chub, I think. Well, it came upstream very easily, and now it's pulling back a bit. Another chub. I suspected. I thought it was a little one, to be honest, but certainly not little. Wow. What a swim. Mouth open. Wow. Another absolutely clonking chub. We haven't been in here a few minutes. We had 4 stonking great chub. Oh. Wonderful stuff. Well, had a little break to grab a disgorger because that chub actually had 2 hooks in. So we sorted him out. Now he has none. One was mine, one was someone else's. Clearly wasn't stopping him having a munch. Right. Oh, missed that one. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm not dragging bottom at all. It's a proper little gully through there. There we go. What's this? Chub. Head shakes. Shake, shake, shake. Well, I think so anyway. Now it's just holding that. I can't do anything. There we go. It's come a bit. Nope. He's had it back. Well. Not sure this is a chub, to be honest. He's sort of waking up now. It's just holding in the current. I can't do a lot with this. Rod is arched over. I think this must be a barbel. It's just in the current now. Oh, it's suddenly gain a bit, lose a bit. Yeah, this must be a barbel. My arm's aching. I think it must be a barbel. Wow, this is wonderful. It's just holding there. Can't move it. I can see the float. Just under the surface. Have to get it moving really. Oh, there he is, moving against the current. We're winning a bit. The float's out the water. Oh, he's just had it back again. Oh, God, it's so powerful in this flow. It is a barbel and it looks a decent one as well. Cool. No wonder I can't do a lot with it. Blimey. Wow. Hope you can see it okay. Here it comes. Get the net out. Might be a bit premature. They usually fake being ready for the net. God. At full stretch, I couldn't get it. Let's get this landing net extended a bit further. That's better. This net's a bit too big really for this, in this flow. This time. There we go. I think I'm probably a bit red in the face, aren't I? What a lovely fish. Wow. Alright, we'll give him a minute to recover in the net before we have a look at him. And some nice oxygenated water. That's a cracking fish. Well, it's a little bit awkward, and if he gets away, he gets away. There we go. That's about that. Wonderful stuff. Right, let's get him back in the water. Oh gosh, that was pretty epic. Blimey. What a scrap. And I finally tested my Daiwa Tournament Pro on a barbel. A real size barbel. But yeah, wow. Oh, it's small chub this is. I felt that. I felt the pull. It's definitely full of small chub and mugging me. I think this is one of the culprits. That was one of those funny twitchy bites. Mind you, it's I thought it was a little fish. It felt like it was coming in really easily. And now it's just plodding in the current. I think it's a chub. Got in this float, can't do a lot with it. God, blimey. Is this a chub? Oh, I've sort of given up now. I think it is. It's putting up a fantastic scrap. Not seen it yet. Ah, putting up a fantastic scrap because it's a barbel. Felt a couple of shakes at the beginning of the fight, which made me think it was a chub. Sees the net and clears off like they do. Come on, in you come. No. It's always the same with Barbel, isn't it? Almost get them in the net and they're off again and again and again. Come on. Is he done now? Nope. God, this is hard work, fighting the net in the current and this Barbel. There we go. I think we got him now. Drop him in the net. Got him. Fab. That would explain the fantastic scrap. I think we can hold this one up with one hand, just about. How's about that? Fantastic. Right. Let's get him rested. We'll get him back. No. How? Got some unmissable bites in here that I'm missing. I cubed the lunch meat as well, just so you know, they're very roughly shaped bits of meat, as you can see there. They're not done with a meat cutter or anything like that, just doing by hand. And they're probably about 10mm cubes, I would say. There we go. Been a bit quiet for a few minutes, but this is going off downstream, going into that snag, and I can't actually stop it. Tells me it's a chub. Desperate to get into that snag. God, I couldn't stop that at first. Turned him now though. I don't think it's even that big. Yeah, that's big enough. Let's grab him, mate. A little bit cavalier because he's a nice fish, but I think he's done. That first run did for him. There we go. Can't get him in the frame. Wonderful. Now, obviously, I wouldn't stand up with fish if I wasn't stood over water. But if he falls, he's only going to go back in the water. So there he goes. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There we go. Blimey. This is putting bend in the rod and it's off downstream. Well, this feels like a really good fish. Wow. I'll do anything with it at the moment. Just plodding upstream. Wow. Oh, I can see the float. See the fish. Just about in the gloom. Oh, blimey. It's just hanging there now in this fast water. Oh dear. This is what we come fishing for, isn't it? Oh, my arm is aching. We're winning slowly. Salmon are jumping downstream. Oh, that's another nice barbel. Right, let's not be too premature with the net. He's not as big as I first thought he was, but he's a lovely fish. I think we're nearly ready. Nope. Trouble is, by the time when I grab the net, I'm sort of one-handed, really. Makes things very difficult. Also, obviously, by the same virtue, we don't want to wear him out more than we have to land him. I think he's done. Down into the net. Got him. Got him. Wonderful. God, another cracking fish. Right, we'll give him a rest before we take him out of the water. Give my arm a rest as well. I think I'm going to call it a day at that. That's me. Very happy. It's starting to get dark, so I think definitely time to be getting off home. We'll have a look at him first, obviously. Well, there we are. It's fully recovered. What a fantastic fish to end on as well. Absolutely over the moon with that. That's wonderful. Lovely job. Right. As I say, I'm going to call it a day at that, but we'll get this fish back first. And then we'll make tracks. Give him a good rest before he goes. It's very well oxygenated water here. And I've rested him up before we've had a look at him as well. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'll open the net up and he can swim out when he's ready. What a session that's been. Absolutely fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed that. It's been wonderful. And clearly I'm not going to show you all the fish I caught because I've got stacks and stacks of smaller chub as well as the bigger fellas. But yeah, I should definitely be back to this stretch. But for now, from the middle of the River Wye, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that off as much as I did. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your fantastic support. And I'll see you all again very soon.